Hey guys, welcome back to Booze Reviews in Black and White. I'm D'Amico, and today I am doing another whiskey. This has been a summer of whiskey. Normally I do beer, but I figured I'm on a whiskey kick, why not keep it going? Buffalo Trace, the iconic Buffalo Trace, Franklin County, Kentucky. Buffalo Trace distilleries produce a lot of different things. That distillery is legendary. E.H. Taylor, Albert Burton, Blanton, I mean some of my favorites. Really an icon in American bourbons being produced out of that place. So, let's get to this. Buffalo Trace, 45% alcohol by volume. Again, you can probably look up their exact malt bill, because I don't have it. But I do know they're using corn, rye, and barley. And if I could get this thing open, things will be great. Okay. And it's about 24, 25 bucks a bottle. Not bad. They age it, gosh, 8 years I believe. It's a Kentucky straight bourbon. If I didn't say it already, 45% alcohol by volume. Just a gorgeous amber color. So yeah, double distilled. It is aged for 8 years on American white oak. Yeah. This is big. It smells very fresh. There's a little bit of an agricultural smell to it. Try not to burn my nostrils with smelling it. Okay. I get some sweet, but I also get a little tartness out of the smell as well. A little bit of caramelized sugar, almost a dried or a burned orange peel, like citrus zest. Almost a marzipan type smell, like an almond paste type thing, like nuttiness going on. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I kind of get a little almost watermelon rind out of it. I don't know where that's coming from, but it's not offensive in any way. It smells wonderful. I mean, I could easily, of course I probably smell like an alcoholic, so I probably won't recommend that. But yeah, I love the color. I hope you guys can see this as well as I can. Probably see it better out of the bottle. That just looks gorgeous. Yeah. Okay. Definitely sweet. I mean, you can tell the dominant presence of the corn liquor is there. But that spice, I don't know how much rye. Again, like I said, I don't have. Oh, now we're gonna get wind. Sorry. I'll wait for the wind to die down. Okay, I had to take a quick pause there. It got really breezy out here, so I know that wreaks havoc on the microphone, on the camera. Anyways, so back to how this tastes. Definitely get the sweetness, you know, typical bourbon. But I'm also getting like almost a citrus, a dried orange peel. You know, if you've ever had like at a good Chinese restaurant, like the orange chicken, that they actually use parts of the orange zest. You get that, you know, it gets cooked a little bit, and maybe slightly caramelized. That spicy orange peel flavor, that dried orange peel flavor, which is very inviting. A little bit of nuttiness. It's very smooth. Palate-wise, I mean, texture-wise, it's almost like drinking liquid velvet. Very rich. I mean, there's a lot of spice going on. The rye, and a little bit of brown spice, a little bit of actually quite a bit of oak flavor is imparted in this. A little, almost chocolate, hints of chocolate, like dark chocolate shavings kind of on top of the drink, you know, a little bit of that. Hints of white pepper. Yeah. This is fantastic. I mean, you can see how viscous, well, maybe you can't see how viscous this is. Boy, this is very, very good. I mean, as it sits on my palate and evolves, it's just changing. I mean, more and more flavors are coming out. Man. Put a little bit of water, see what it does. When adding water to your whiskey, you know, I've heard many different ways of doing it. I would recommend trying it to your taste. I mean, you're gonna have to experiment, you know, whether you like no water at all, a drop or two literally, or, you know, a quick little shot of it, just to open it up. You know, I mean, it breaks the whiskey up a little bit. It opens it up. You get more aroma out of it, because whiskeys are oil based. So you open them up a little bit with a little water. It does cut the alcohol just a hair, depending on how much water you add. I've heard that you really want to try to get your whiskey down to 36–37%. I don't know. I mean, I don't even know how I would even measure that to do it that way, because, you know, I don't have any of the scientific tools to measure, oh, it's a perfect 37%. This is ready to drink. I don't know. So just do it to your taste, you know. And some whiskeys you'll try a little bit of water. Some you won't want any water. Some you'll try a lot of water, like some of the smokier, more heavy bourbons, and especially scotches. When you get to some of the heavily peated Islas, I mean, you're going to put a little bit more water than normal just to open them up. There's a plane overhead. Sorry. Go away. Yeah, it's just one of those things. The reason I grabbed this one, because, you know, we were talking about to a couple of guys the other day, you know, water and whiskey, and they completely shunned what I had to say, and was like, well, you know, try it. You know, they had never tried it, come to find out. You know, I opened up some whiskey, at the liquor store I work at, poured some in a glass, let them try it, poured some more in another glass, put a few drops of whiskey, of water in it, and let it sit, you know, while we were sampling the other bottle, the other glass, and then had them try it again. And both of them actually ended up liking the one with the water because it opened up more. I mean, they were able to smell some of the things that I could smell, you know, because if you're not training for this kind of stuff, I mean, drinking whiskey, drinking any spirit or beer or wine, you have to train yourself. You know, you don't just wake up. Well, some people do, actually. A small percentage of the population do. Wake up, you know, and they're able to smell all these different things out of it. But most of us, we have to train ourselves. So, you know, they had never sniffed their whiskey. They just put it in their mouth and shoot it back, which that's not how you taste a whiskey, for one. And I don't want people doing that, because, you know, you're just wasting it. You're barely touching your tongue. It's just going down, and you're basically getting the alcohol effect, and that's it. You can go buy Smirnoff vodka for that. You shouldn't be doing it with your good stuff. Anyways, so they enjoyed the one with the water. They could smell it. They could taste it. Yeah, and sometimes it just comes down to that, showing people that it's okay to get a little pinky up, you know, with your spirits. You know, it's okay. I was actually just stalling so I can let the water open this thing up. Yeah. Yes. So I add a little bit of water. I do like it better with the water. The Buffalo Trace in particular. Just because this one, it didn't change a whole lot, but it changed enough. Where all of those flavors, I mean, before, like I said, you know, I was drinking it, and things were, you know, just changing, like evolving in my mouth, changing all these different flavors, one after another and another, and they were kind of getting almost traffic jammed. There was a lot going on, a lot to have to process. I added the water, and they just kind of started to layer themselves. They softened up. There's not too much of that orange citrus spice. I shouldn't say orange. Yeah, I mean, I will, actually. That's what I'm getting. Citrus spice, that burnt zest, dried zest. There's not too much caramel or vanilla. I mean, it's not overpowering one flavor to the other. I mean, it's a nice little segue. It's almost like it's trying to be polite. After you, sir. No, after you. Okay, and then you follow. I mean, that was really lame. I'm sorry. But that's what the whiskey's doing. Don't blame me. Yes. And I do like that, you know, they stepped this up a notch at 45%. I like it a little higher alcohol. One, especially if it's well made, you don't really taste a lot of that alcohol, that ethyl alcohol bite or that evaporation in the back of your throat. But two, you can have a little more liberty with these heavier flavored whiskeys with some more water and not worrying about drowning it, you know, if that makes any kind of sense whatsoever. So yeah, I'm gonna rate this one. Sorry this is getting very long, but I'm excited. Actually, I should be fair. I rate it just straight up like I do everything else. But I will tell you, with the water, it's going to be a higher rating. So straight out of the bottle, Buffalo Trace gets a very, very well-deserved 91 points. with the addition of water, I definitely give it a 92 plus, 93. So I'll go with 92 plus with water, and 91, a very solid, strong 91 points, straight out of the bottle, as is, 45%. Take it or leave it. I'm taking it for sure. Yeah, this has been a really long video. I do apologize. I think I'll do one more video because it's still fairly nice out. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. So anyways, I'll let you guys go on this one, and I'm rambling on. So catch you guys on the flip side.